Gamer. I beat it! Yes! Let's go! Oh, faith complete! You love to see it. Okay, so, here's my review of Faith, I guess. Let's get into it. So we start off this level by playing the hardest part of Faith, which is Metal Face. Like most of the level, every single click is synced, which is super satisfying to do, and the hardest part of Metal Face by far for me was the wave and minicube duel, which the first bit of it is decent, where you just have to focus on the wave, but once you get to the spam part, it's just RNG. It's completely dependent on when the minicube hits the yellow portal, so your gravity in the mini wave flips. This makes the section very inconsistent and annoying to do, because you have to know when the gravity change happens and time it without looking at it. Thankfully, this part is at the very beginning of Faith though, and after you pass Metal Face, you get to the drop. For me, this is the second hardest part of the level, but when I talked to others, they disagreed. The reason why I found this so hard is probably because I practice levels, like I do runs up until 100, like 80 to 100, and like 70 to 100 or whatever, up until I get something to like 16 to 100 or a really good run like that. And that just happens to be like where Angry Boy is, so that means I learned this part last, and yeah. This part is really learny, like pretty much the entire level, but this is like one of the learniest parts. You're constantly getting flashbanged by colors, so it's really hard to focus on the gameplay, and it's just, you have to, it's kind of like the way that Toxin Lab 3 is, like you could see the level, but most of it's kind of just like, muscle memory. The hardest part of Angry Boy for me was the mini wave click at 26%, because it's just pretty tight, and also the end sucks too, because sometimes it could bug out, which is really frustrating because the level is way easier after. Zimnor, or however you say it, is the easiest part of the level for me. It only took me about 10 minutes to learn, and just half of it you could either skip gameplay by just holding, or you could spam. Once you make it to here, the level gets a lot easier until Jonathan's part. I don't really have much to say about Sequex's part, other than it's like really, really good. It's fun, it looks good, and it's like one of the easier parts of the level. It was kind of difficult for me to learn, but it's, yeah, once you can get it down, it gets really consistent, and it's super fun. The duel at 51% though is pretty difficult, and if you're dying at Sequex, you're most likely dying there. For me, it was, whenever I got here, it was a straight shot to Salaxium right before I beat it. This part's really stupid. Normally I wouldn't complain about it because the gameplay is like decent and it works perfectly as a break part, but the LDM actually buffs this level a lot. You could barely see anything in low detail mode because the background objects were removed, which were supposed to highlight the foreground and the obstacles. I died here like 7 times from 0, which sucked and it was really annoying. If you could run this in high detail though, it shouldn't be an issue because this part's really easy. This part's pretty easy. It's really buggy. It's pretty annoying, but after you learn it, for the most part, this isn't an issue. You rarely die here, even from 0 in like the start position. I don't really know what else to say on Surge other than it's really easy. Yeah. After Surge, you make it to 0. At first, I had no clue that these were separate parts because of the LDM I was using to practice this on, but 0's part is just Surge, but better in every way. I can't really say much again about this because it's just kind of a part that exists which just makes a gap between Salaxium and Jonathan. After you pass this, the level starts to get about as hard as the beginning again, which is scary. This is where the level gets about as hard as the beginning again. The timings are just really difficult in general, like the 3 orbs, and just the ships are really dumb. The duel at the end killed me 3 times, I'm pretty sure, whereas the dual ship. And I also died to the 6 spike, like right after that. This is my opinion, the 3rd hardest part after Metal Face and Angry Boy. This part is very difficult too. It's about as difficult as Jonathan. He made the gameplay for this, but I'm separating that because HJ FOD just decorated it and they feel like just different things, so yeah. This part is really chokeable since it's at like the last like 12% of the level, and everything here is pretty dumb. I'm surprised I only died here twice. I really should have died there more considering my normal look. But the ball board at the start can bug out sometimes, which is annoying because like it's a really unfair death that just kills you at the transition. That'd be terrible if it happened to you from 0. Okay, so my overall review of Faith is this is like a really, really good level. I would highly recommend this. Well, okay, I'd rather prefer if like you did this in order, like Reverie, Faith, and then Diligence, but I just had to beat this really quick because on the low refresh rate list, this is number 149, and I want a pack roll on the server, which you should join, by the way. So yeah, this level is just overall really good. Like the bad parts aren't even that bad compared to some other levels, and like this is just a solid 9 out of 10. This is one of the best extremes I've ever played. Have a good day.